What's going, guys? My name is Jonathan Da Silva and welcome to Raiden Racing Co.'s first vlog. I got a lot planned for this channel, but I don't even know really where to start. It's been so long since I've vlogged, it's been so long since I've done anything fun like vlogging. You know, considering that I don't have a garage anymore, I got a new car from maybe the last time you guys might have seen me. But for the most part, let me give you a quick rundown on what we're working with today. So today we are using this is my 2017 Subaru BRZ. It's somewhat, you know, this is my 2017 Subaru BRZ. I plan on doing some fun things to it. Very awkward. This is my 2017 Subaru BRZ. It has a brand new motor because a few months ago it did this. So I'm planning on putting these parts back. You know, I'm starting basically from scratch on this channel, and for the most part I'm like kind of excited. I'm also kind of nervous. I also had to get back into the groove of vlogging. It's been so long. I mean, last time you saw me I was doing shit like this. You know, it was fun. I had to grow up at some point, and I took like a big boy job, and now I worked in film, or I'm working in film. And now that we're on strike, it made me really miss doing this kind of stuff. So the whole premise of this whole thing is when I was very, very small, I wanted to be a race car driver, like every other boy growing up. And I got, you know, somewhat close to when I was doing YouTube. I was like kind of committing to like the idea of racing my WRX at the time, and then all of a sudden I gave up on it, you know. And now that I'm working and I have somewhat of a disposable income, it's nice that I can just kind of mod my car. And then I started modding this car, and it was not a fun time, you know. It just felt weird. It just felt like, it felt weird in like a good way, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, like, I don't know, I really did miss like shooting this and like making car content, and I just didn't feel at home in the film world. So I'm trying to take a leap back into this. And it's weird how complicated everything's gotten since. You know, with the social media and, you know, having to promote on multiple platforms. So that's what I'm also kind of doing. But today it's gonna be a short, sweet vlog. The whole premise is that we're gonna essentially put the car back to where it was when it blew up, right? Got my radium dual catch cans that I still have to, you know, clean up, and I mean, this one's already plumbed, but I gotta plumb this one. My Blitz, the strut bar, and that's kind of be where it's going at. I'm really, really thinking about just like making this a prototype for IMSA racing and SCCA racing, because they have really strict standards for the club BRZ spec. And I want to try to mimic this as much as I can to that, so I can learn on this platform, get really good on this platform. Because, you know, by heart, I'm always going to be a Subaru guy. I love Subarus, you know, had several Subarus since my wagon. And I really, really love this platform, what it can do. Yeah, the flat fours, not the best, you know. But, you know, I do want to make this thing somewhat usable and somewhat... reliable is not the right word, because I mean, if I don't fuck around with it, it's super reliable. The thing is, if I leave it stock, it's also super slow. But I also don't want to drop like 20 grand into a car when I could just, you know, 20 grand into a nice like fast car. You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to make this just barely usable, where it's on track, it's fun to drive on track, it's gonna tighten up my skills. I'm working with the guys over at Performance Auto Solutions out in Long Island to help me, you know, move forward with this car and figure out the best course of action in terms of like pop mods, tuning. But I'm also working with the folks over at CSC Garage, specifically Mike, who's giving me like tips and tricks and like essentially how to race my car. And that's gonna be fun. He and I are talking about brake pads, you know, suspensions, in terms of like when to upgrade my suspension, when to upgrade specific parts of my car. So right now we're kind of focused on just kind of making my car performance-wise. We're gonna put headers on this car, an oil cooler, you know, somewhat of an exhaust. Because for the most part, the BRZ is, I mean, the car is kind of stock. It's, you know, has brand new motor, less than 3,000 miles on a motor, because I bought the last one in the country, from my understanding. And that, you know, stock headers, stock front pipe, stock over pipe, into an NVIDIA R400, which is what that sounds like. So the goal is we're going to end up doing a DW300 in this, and then we're going to also put a Tomei equal length header in this, as well as the Tomei over pipe into the stock front pipe, keep the NVIDIA R400. We're also going to do the Delicious Tuning Flex Fuel Kit, and that's pretty much going to be the performance aspect of it. That's going to bring it to where I need it to be in terms of a competitive aspect. And then for the other half of it, we're eventually going to do suspension, we're going to do wheels, we're going to do brakes. So for the most part, it has what it needs in terms of groundwork. It has the Brimbos, you know, so I don't have to worry about big brake kit early on. Has the suspension mods that I'm planned out. You know, I'm going to do oil coolers, I plan on doing fender louvers, just kind of, you know, small aero things. I do eventually plan on getting the Varus front wing. Obviously this is all planned out. Things change, life changes. But with that said though, I just want to make this car as great of a platform for me to learn on and perfect, because I do want to take you guys on my racing career, because I've been trying to do so much research about how to become a race car driver. I'm sure you have too. And that's kind of what I want to do with this channel as well. I want to take you guys along. I want you guys to feel part of it. You know, as I build up this racing team, I also want you guys to feel part of it. And, you know, maybe one day if I, you know, host an event or something, that you guys come out and you guys feel like you're part of there, and not just, I watch your vlogs. It's, oh wow, I watched you grow and I'm part of the, you know, the community that's built around Raiden Racing Co. So yeah, so that's the goal. I think I've chatted long enough. Let me hop, let's flip it back over, and let's do some little YouTube magic. Put the new parts on, start this car up so you guys can hear the NVIDIA exhaust, and go from there. That was unnecessarily complicated for no reason. Apparently the intake I wanted to go with was missing the charge pipe, which I thought was kind of odd from the beginning when I first opened it, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Shouldn't be an issue, but, you know, so be it. So we were able to install everything else though. We got our 2 catch cans in. We got our cross member strut bar thing by Blitz. The dual catch cans are radium. Missing a bit of hardware from it because it's from before, but now it should be good. I mean, realistically, I don't know what this video was supposed to be today. I guess it was just me returning the car back to the mods. Just needed to get this first video out, this first vlog out, because I keep putting it off, and I'm always like, oh, you know, I want to have all the parts, and I fell into this weird spiral. But now I'm just going to commit to it because I really want to try this thing out. I definitely want to try vlogging. I mean, I have this camera that's been sitting around. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys enjoy me as a personality and maybe the content I'm making. I'm going to order a new intake. I might go with the Grim Speed. I don't know. I got to see what's available, see what I can get soon, because the first track event is hopefully coming up in a few weeks. And before that, I also maybe might do the Greddy oil baffle, the Killer Bee pickup, anything to essentially prevent my car from blowing up. It's kind of the goal. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to upload weekly. I don't know. I mean, this video's trash. Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to learn my pace. I'm trying to emulate some of my favorite content creators. I already mentioned them before. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.